This might be the luckiest person of interest ever. Pay close attention as the person walks behind the fence. Every 3 seconds, the security camera takes a photo. It just appears that the person cannot be seen right in those moments. Just a few hours before this video, young Jennifer Kesse went missing. Moments later, the person from the video is seen driving her car. He then just casually walks away, as if nothing had happened. Even NASA tries to identify the person, but all to no avail.
It's been more than 2 weeks now since 24-year-old Jennifer Kesse disappeared.
As the days pass by, there's been few answers and even fewer leads.
Oh my God. Oh my God, this can't be happening.
Someone out there knows something.
Family and friends were absolutely devastated.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Kesse.
It's her laughter. It's her wit. It's just her loving nature.
The question remains, who stands behind this unidentified person? And more importantly, is he responsible for Jennifer's disappearance?
I had nothing to do with Jennifer Kesse.
It was a regular Tuesday, January 24th, 2006. Jennifer Kesse always messaged or called her boyfriend Rob Allen when heading to work. But on January 24th, there was silence. Worried, Allen tried reaching her multiple times, but there were no replies and only voicemails. As the day rolled on, Kesse's colleagues also got worried. She always called, but today, nothing. Plus, she skipped a big morning meeting. The last time anyone saw Kesse was when she left work around 6 p.m. the day before. By 11 a.m., her boss called her parents. Panic set in. They contacted Rob, who told them he had also been unable to reach Jennifer. Without wasting a moment, the Kesses and their son Logan hit the road, racing towards Jennifer's condo in Orlando, Florida. They found out her car was gone, but her home looked normal. They saw a wet towel, showing she had showered right before going to work. Makeup scattered on the counter, her bedtime t-shirt tossed on the floor, and wet corners in the shower. Strangely, her favorite shoes were not in the closet. But what caught their attention was the absence of Jennifer's phone, keys, and purse. Her mom said,
And I think she got up for work as she normally would. Okay, I'm going to work, I have a meeting, it's busy. Locks the door of her condo. That's where the mystery started.
All signs pointed to her leaving for work, just like any other day. Around 9 p.m. that day, Jennifer Kesse's family and friends congregated at her condo, launching a desperate search. They stationed themselves on street corners, brandishing missing signs and distributing flyers adorned with Jennifer's photo. As the night reached its end, the police formally declared Jennifer missing. Spotting Kesse's car featured on the news 2 days later, a resident from a nearby apartment complex alerts the police, revealing it's been parked in front of their building for days. Authorities validated as Kesse's 2004 Chevy Malibu, swiftly snapping photos and hauling it away for forensic activities. Detectives, analyzing the items left inside the vehicle, concluded that the motive wasn't a simple robbery. Surveillance cameras also caught an unidentified driver pulling into Jennifer's parking spot. After a brief pause, the mysterious figure left the car, disappearing from the frame. The video quality made identification impossible. As the person strolled towards the complex's pool, the camera snapped still shots every 3 seconds. Frustratingly, each photo showed the person's face perfectly hidden by the pool fence. This individual, likely a person of interest or even a suspect, luckily evades detection. It is as if they're familiar with the apartment complex and its surveillance system, timing their steps precisely to avoid exposure. Following this, investigators took the step forward of seeking the FBI's help to upgrade the video footage. Even NASA ramped up the video, helping to identify the suspect. Surprisingly, they were still unable to confirm if the suspect was male or female. The only detail they could extract was the height range, between 5'3" inches and 5'5". Journalists on the case dubbed this mysterious figure as the luckiest person of interest ever, due to the enigmatic footage. Following these clues, detectives started analyzing the crime scene and Jennifer's apartment. With no signs of a break-in or a fight, the investigators' initial theory was this. On the morning of January 24th, Kesse left for work and secured her front door, but somewhere on her way to or while entering her car, she vanished, possibly abducted. The car's forensic examination revealed minimal results, just a latent print and a small DNA fiber, hinting that someone had wiped it clean. The missing items are substantial: her cell phone, iPod, keys, purse, briefcase, and the clothes she had on. Intriguingly, attempts to locate her cell phone were ineffective, as it remained powered off. Her bank account keycard hadn't been put to use since her disappearance. With few physical clues at their disposal, the police shifted their focus to individuals familiar with Jennifer Kesse. They were looking for someone with a motive to abduct Jennifer. First up was her ex-boyfriend, who still had feelings for her. Numerous sources told police that he had intense emotional turmoil following their breakup. He happened to be right across the street from Jennifer's condo, spending the night at the Blue Martini bar on the evening she disappeared. However, it was established that he played no part in her abduction. Here's what the lead detective has to say about the exoneration of Jennifer's ex-boyfriends.
The boyfriends or ex-boyfriends sitting here now, do you believe that they are cleared?
I always go back to the photograph of the person who parked her car in the video, and none of those guys look like that. So that weighs a lot into it. And I've interviewed all of these people. I feel pretty confident they're not involved.
The focus then shifted to her current boyfriend, but his alibi held strong, clearing him from suspicion. The police then turned their attention to one of Jennifer's married co-workers who had a romantic interest in her. Colleagues revealed his unhealthy obsession and recent rejection by Jennifer. However, investigators ruled him out after verifying his alibi. He received a speeding ticket on the night of January 23rd and ended up in custody following an altercation with the arresting officer. There were other suspects in the case. At the time of Jennifer's vanishing act, her condo complex underwent a massive transformation with ongoing construction. These condos, previously apartments, were only halfway occupied. Strangely, the main gates were casually left open for construction, not bothering with any locks. In the weeks leading up to her disappearance, Jennifer confided in her parents about feeling uneasy. The constant stream of workers around her condo made her uncomfortable, especially the ones who catcalled her. Even Kat, her friend, noticed something was off. These workers vanished into thin air after Jennifer went missing. Some were undocumented, making it nearly impossible to trace them through regular channels. Investigators, relentless in their pursuit, managed to find a few workers but hit a dead end. No evidence linked them to Jennifer's disappearance. It seems as if these men vanished like ghosts after Jennifer disappeared. 6 months after Jennifer Kesse's disappearance, Detective Joel Wright took charge of the case. He pieced together a theory regarding her disappearance on January 24, 2006. In my view, Jennifer prepped for work, showered, dressed up, exited her condo, locking the door behind her, and reached her car. Beyond that, my belief is she was abducted, he disclosed. Nearly 3 years had passed since Jennifer Kesse vanished, and Detective Wright, fueled by determination, decided it was time for a new look at the case. Armed with audio tapes, he set on a task to interview individuals connected to the case. Among them was a former housekeeper from Jennifer's condo complex. As Detective Wright presented the security camera photo of the mysterious figure, the housekeeper's eyes widened with recognition.
She did look at the photo and said, "That looks like Chino."
She identified him as someone she knew from the complex, a man they called Chino due to his distinctive hair, clothing, and the way he walked. This was the first time Detective Wright had ever encountered the name Chino in the course of the investigation. This was a clue that gave detectives a new hope in resolving the case. As he dug deeper, he unraveled Chino's connection to Ben, the condo's maintenance head. Shockingly, it appeared that Chino and Ben had been working in Jennifer's condominium just days before her mysterious disappearance. Despite Chino's troubled history, having been incarcerated for a sexual battery case with a minor polygraph tests pointed towards his innocence in Jennifer's disappearance. Yet Detective Wright couldn't rid himself of the suspicion that both Chino and Ben possessed crucial details on what happened to Jennifer that morning. Here's what Chino says about Jennifer's disappearance 17 years after it happened.
Did a lie detector test? I mean, everybody knows for a fact that I had nothing to do with Jennifer Kesse.
You had nothing to do with her disappearance?
Not at all.
Where were you the morning of January 24th, 2006?
I don't have to answer any questions, but that's for sure. Mi amor, it's okay. I have nothing to hide.
Okay.
Do you know of anyone who might have been involved in Jennifer Kesse's disappearance? Anyone?
And believe me, if I did know anyone that was involved in that, the Kesse family would be knowing as well. I met Jennifer Kesse. She was a beautiful person.
Detective Wright couldn't shake the persistent feeling that the truth hid within Jennifer's apartment complex, among its residents and workers. As Detective Wright delved deeper into the investigation, his conviction about a tragic conclusion intensified. The chances of discovering Jennifer alive were fading to zero. There also appeared to be another inconsistency in the case, and that was a co-worker of Jennifer, Johnny Campos, who was also interviewed. But investigators concluded that he wasn't responsible for Jennifer's disappearance. Despite being married, Campos, as per colleagues, boldly pursued Jennifer, expressing his wantings for a relationship. However, due to strict rules against dating co-workers, she firmly declined his advances. Another colleague, Adam, gave testimony stating that a couple of days before Jennifer went missing, Campos seemed disturbed because she was dating someone else instead of him. Adam also observed an email conversation between Jennifer and Campos, where Campos conveyed his displeasure about her rejecting him. When he saw an email from Adam praising Jennifer's looks, Campos got furious, pressing Adam about his romantic feelings for her. Following this, on January 23rd, Jennifer's first day back post-vacation, a colleague overheard Campos and Jennifer talking. Apparently, Campos was upset about her trip with her boyfriend, but Jennifer couldn't help but talk about the amazing trip. On January 24th, the day Jennifer vanished, Campos showed up to work late, roughly by noon. He appeared unsettled, attributing his delay to a supposed traffic ticket, though no one confirmed this. The day following Jennifer's disappearance, Campos dropped a bone-chilling remark to Adam, claiming, "She's likely eaten up by alligators already." Even now, the mystery of Jennifer Kesse remains unsolved, marking itself as one of the most confounding and high-profile missing persons cases in American history. In 2018, Jennifer's parents took legal action against the Orlando PD, aiming to gain access to their records and assume control of the investigation. A judge sided with the Kesse family, and all police files were handed over to them. They secured records from the OPD and deployed their own investigative team to sift through the vast archive, around 18,000 records. It was revealed that DNA had indeed been collected in the car. This revelation contradicted the initial claim that no such collection had occurred. The police handed the family new photos of Kesse's vehicle, never seen by them before. Shockingly, these images revealed construction dust and signs indicating a struggle on the car's hood. With the assistance of a hired private investigator sorting through these records, a significant lead from 2006 emerged. A woman had informed the police back then about witnessing a peculiar event at Lake Fisher on the day Jennifer disappeared. According to her, a man in a pickup truck disposed of a sizable rolled-up carpet into the lake, observing as it sank. The Kesse family, armed with private cadaver dogs, explored the area, and the dogs indicated something. This led the family to urge the police to initiate dive searches of the lake. In November 2019, the Orange County Sheriff's Office executed 3 separate dives, but unfortunately, no evidence surfaced, as stated on the family's website. The family has assumed responsibility, and their private investigator is diligently pursuing leads and navigating through the extensive police files as we speak. Also, in November 2022, control of the investigation shifted to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. The Kesse family is banking on this move to trigger additional DNA testing and a potential breakthrough in the case. So what really happened to Jennifer? When the police discovered her car at the Huntington complex, they initially thought it might have been a shady drug deal gone wrong, given the location of the complex. However, Jennifer's family swiftly dismissed this idea, emphasizing to the police that Jennifer wasn't into drugs or any illegal stuff. Jennifer's dad, Drew, shared his belief that she was abducted, possibly falling victim to human trafficking. While there's no concrete evidence backing this notion, it remains a haunting possibility. Jennifer's family also entertains the idea that the construction workers present at the complex could be linked to her vanishing act. They raise suspicions about the peculiar timing of the workers leaving just after Jennifer disappeared, coupled with her unsettling feelings and comments about being creeped out by these men. Complicating matters, not all the workers could be tracked down for questioning, leaving this theory perpetually hanging in the air. For them, Jennifer Kesse hasn't been seen since January 23rd, 2006. Also, the identity of the mysterious figure, caught on camera, hasn't been revealed to this day. This raises questions. Who stands behind this mysterious figure, and what really happened to Jennifer Kesse on January 23rd, 2006? Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on the notifications, and leave a like to help the channel. Thank you for watching.